Hello, my name is Chris Buchholz, and you're probably watching this video because you downloaded an instant download PDF file of a International Convention welcome card for this year's International Conventions. There is an instructive PDF that comes with that shows how to put this together, but perhaps this video will be helpful as well. First of all, to put the card together, you'll have to print the PDF. I don't offer much instruction on that since every computer is different. I will say that you should use a cardstock, something that's not very flimsy, that has a little bit of weight to it. I use photo quality matte paper, and actually just a little something that I do personally. You don't have to do this, but this page to the left, that's page 1 of the PDF. I actually print that on a cream cardstock. It's actually like a linen paper that they use for scrapbooking. Just gives the card a nice feel to me. But you don't have to do that. You could print them both on the same type of paper if you'd like. So once you do print those two PDFs, page 1 and page 2 of the PDF file, you're going to have to put it together. And you're going to need a straight edge, an X-Acto knife, something to make intricate cuts, a pair of scissors, and some craft glue. I use Aleene's Fast Grab Tacky Glue, but any paper glue should work just fine. So first step, actually I like to have a nice work surface. This is a cutting mat that I use for making cuts. First thing, just lay this piece aside. We're not going to need that right now. We're going to take this sheet right here. This will actually form the card itself. The other sheet is just pieces that you will cut out and paste to this. So this is the actual card right here. And as you can see, it says cut on line below and discard this portion. So what we're going to do, we'll lay our straight edge. Use my X-Acto knife. You can use the scissors too. I just like a really straight cut. Okay, and we'll get rid of that. Now we'll take this piece and we will fold it in half. Okay, so far so good. Now the next step is to bring this sheet back, and we have to cut out the 6 individual parts that are on this sheet. So this square, this row of people, the little boy, and these two shapes here. So again, for straight cuts, I like to use a straight edge and my X-Acto knife. Okay. So what I've done is I've cut these pieces out, all those straight cuts, and I've also cut the brothers and sisters, the 2 rows out, just the straight edges. You know, those are easy, the bottom edge, the left edge, and right edge. So just leave the white on for now, and now I'm going to show you how to do those difficult cuts around their heads. What I like to do is first just cut all these little straight lines that form the seats behind them first. So I'm just going to go in here and just very carefully make those little cuts. Now, basically what I do now is I start where I just cut, and I do kind of the first part of their hairline around the edges of their heads. And we're going to cut. Okay, so now I have all my pieces cut out. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little piece, the one with the A, B, and C on it, And as you can see, there's some dotted lines in there. That's where you're going to fold. On this dotted line, you're just going to fold the B over like that. And the A, this vertical line, just fold it. And you know what I do sometimes? I use a straight edge. Again, make it easy. Just put it right on the line and just push it over. And that makes the fold. So it will be something like that. Okay. Now fold this back. And you see this diagonal line here. Again, use a straight edge. Put it right on that line. Hoping my iPod focuses. Come on. Okay. Put it right on that line and fold that over. Just fold it like that. Now open that shape up. And what you're going to do is now you see the A and B, you're going to push that triangle. You're going to push that fold against the kind of the opposite direction. You see, it was like that, and I just push it in with my thumb and fold this like that. That's the whole idea, that we get this shape. You see that? So it just opens up. And now what we're going to do, we'll take our little boy. You see he's got a letter A. That's going to get glued right in there. We'll spot a glue right on that letter A. Just like that. We're going to take him and glue him in that corresponding triangular shape. And you can see how that's going to work. Okay, so just put that off to the side. Now take your next shape here. Again, you're going to fold this that way. Make sure you make nice straight folds as best you can. Fold this way. So basically you should have that. Alright. Now you're going to take your rows of people, or brothers and sisters, and you can see there's a dotted line on each one on the left hand side. Again, take your straight edge, put it on top there, and just fold them back right on that dotted line. Do the same with this one. You see it's right there. Just fold that back. Okay. Now we're going to take this piece. As you can see, there's a B and a D, and also two shapes. These are where you're going to glue those pieces that you just made into. So we'll start with this piece right here. It says glue brother with red tie and glasses here. This is our brother with red tie and glasses. So just put a little bit of glue on the back. Just spread it out. You don't want so much glue that when you press it against the paper it oozes out on the edges. You see just a little bit there. And you are going to put that exactly on top of that little outline and lay it flat. Make sure it forms a nice straight line there, just like that. And now we'll take the other one. We're going to glue this one on top, this row on top of that one. So again, just a little bit of glue, and we're going to glue it right on top of that outline. just like that. Make sure it sits nice and flat. You can adjust it a little bit if it's crooked. And so that'll be your card laying flat. Now what we're going to do is just lay those back. Just fold them back for now. We're going to take our little boy. You see he's got that letter B there. Turn that over. A little bit of glue. And just put that right in its spot on the letter B. So now what we're going to do, we'll take this piece with the D and the E on it. And you will just put a little glue on the back of the letter D there. Right there. And you see there's a little square here marked D. You're just going to glue that right in place. Alright. Now, this is probably it's not hard, it's just, this is the part that you have to understand for the card to work right. To finish this, what we have to do is gonna have to close both of these, just like that. You can see there. Alright, so you should see the C and the E like that. You shouldn't see the A or the B, just C and E, these should be closed. Just put your finger on top of them. And now we're going to put a little bit of glue on those tabs. Just a little bit. Again, you really don't want the glue to smudge out here because that could damage the little boy that's behind it. So I just put a little glue on this tab and a little glue on this tab. And now what we're going to do is just fold the card shut. Just keep those down with your finger and just shut it flat, which will force those two rows of brothers and sisters to glue themselves in the right place on those tabs, which means that when you open it, it should work just fine. Okay, now the last step is very easy. Take this other piece and you're going to glue that right in the front there. So just put a little glue around the perimeter maybe. You could spray glue it if you feel that's better. However you like. And just glue that straight. You could measure it if you're really particular, or just eye it up. And you could put it under a book, make sure it stays nice and glued down well. But that's the Pop-Up International Welcome Card. You can write anything over here, give it to your brothers and sisters, they will love it. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me, sketchbook, sketchbuch @yahoo.com. Thanks.